guys, welcome back to this place, and if you are new, then welcome here for the very first time. I am Carmen, and this is...
Calvin.
Sorry, I was messing up my hair.
Just talking over my introduction.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
This is Calvin, and today I am watching, that's right, me. Avatar, The Last Airbender, Season 1, Episode 8. He is here as well. I guess just existing, you know?
I continue to downplay my involvement.
Do I?
I'm your guide. So yeah, last time,
yes, there was the Spirit Bear... the Spirit Bear, the Heibai, and there was Aang, and he's going to, presumably in this episode, because it's a part 2, talk to Roku in the spirit world on the winter solstice, because
which is in Fire Nation territory.
Yeah, because veil between living and dead, super thin, easier to talk to him.
Spirit world and living world.
Yeah. And there are spirits, because they're dead, but, you know.
The forest spirit isn't just a dead bear. Like, it's the spirit of the forest.
But Roku
so there is a
dead
difference.
Person.
Yeah. But it's called the spirit world, not the dead people world.
Well, yeah, that would be pretty messed up.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. It's the spirit world. Don't act like this, because you correct me all the time about silly stuff.
I know, I'm just kidding. All right, y'all. So we're going to watch it right now, and then we'll talk about it, and yeah.
Please don't go, Aang. The world can't afford to lose you to the Fire Nation. Neither can I. But I have to talk to Avatar Roku to find out what my vision means. I need to get to the Fire Temple before the sun sets on the solstice. We're not letting you go into the Fire Nation, Aang.
At least not without your friends. We got your back.
It's a long
Imagine
journey
being
to the
picked up
Crescent
by a
Island.
tongue.
You'll have
Be
to fly
pretty gross.
fast to have any chance of making it before sundown.
Thank you for your...
Go!
It's like, I ain't got time to talk to you.
You'll have to travel fast.
Having trouble sleeping?
Faster!
Yep. Yeah!
Have you completely forgotten that the Pylord banished you? What have you got?
I'm chasing the Avatar. My father will understand why I'm returning home.
You give him too much credit. My brother is not the understanding type.
He an asshole.
Can't you make Appa go any faster?
Yeah, but there's just one little problem.
A blockade.
Oh. That's
Technically,
not
you
good.
are still in Earth Kingdom waters. Do not follow the Avatar.
I'm sorry, Uncle. Run the blockade!
This must be my lucky day.
Is that,
Commander Zhao, what are your orders?
Shoot the bison down, Captain.
But there's a Fire Navy ship out there, sir.
Don't you
One
dare.
of our own.
that is...
A
evil.
lot more.
Yeah. Go, Appa! I'm scared. I'm scared. No! He's hurt!
Prince Zuko, the engines are damaged. We need to stop and make repairs. Do not stop this ship.
Launch!
Not making smart choices.
Not especially.
Sokka! Aang. Aang!
Clutching his chest.
Oh, a fish. Of course Momo wants to eat it. I mean, that was pretty cool too, but he should have dived. I'm just saying.
Should have died?
Dived.
Got
Dove.
into the Fire Nation. Great.
Oh, his ship's so much smaller than theirs.
We can make it! The boarding party is ready to apprehend Prince Zuko, sir. Wait,
Cut the engines and let them pass.
sir?
So they can follow them to the Avatar.
We are the Fire Sages, guardians of the Temple of the Avatar.
Looks a little bit rough,
Great!
bro.
I am the Avatar.
We know.
I'll hold them off! Run!
If the Avatar contacts Roku, there's no telling how powerful the boy will become. Split up and find him.
I don't want to fight you. I am a friend.
Firebenders aren't our friends.
I know why you're here, Avatar. You wish to speak to Avatar Roku. I can take you to him.
How?
Pretty cool, huh?
Find him.
Time is running out.
You have to make a choice, choose him or not. I mean, trust him or not, you know.
In the past, the sages were loyal only to the Avatar. Roku died. The sages eagerly awaited for the next Avatar to return.
But too much time passed.
But he never came.
Hey, don't feel bad. You're only 100 years late.
They lost hope the Avatar would ever return. When Fire Lord Sozin began the war, my grandfather and the other sages were forced to follow him. I never wanted to serve the Fire Lord.
I hope he's a nice guy. He seems like it.
5 fire blasts, huh? I think I can help you out.
This might actually work.
We'll see.
The sages will hear the explosion, so as soon as they go off, you rush in.
It didn't work because it wasn't all at the exact same time.
I don't get it. That blast looked as strong as any firebending I've seen.
Sokka, you're a genius! Wait, how is Sokka a genius?
Come on, Aang. Let her dream.
You're right.
Even he
plan
Yeah.
isn't supportive.
but it looks like it did.
Then they'll think, and then they'll open it because they think that they're in there.
It's the Avatar's Lima. He must have crawled through the pipes. We've been tricked.
The Avatar's
shit.
coming with me.
Damn it, Zuko! Effing shut up! Run!
Go!
Hurry! Ooh, there were spikes on those doors.
Made it!
Why isn't it working? It's sealed shut.
It must have been the light. Avatar Roku doesn't want us inside.
There you go.
It's good to see you, Aang. What took you so long?
I mean, yeah, I guess it's been over 100 years.
Why did you help the Avatar?
100 years ago, Fire Lord Sozin used that comet to begin the war. He and his firebending army harnessed its incredible power and dealt a deadly first strike against the other nations.
What does the comet have to do with the war now?
Is there another
Listen
one coming?
carefully. Sozin's comet will return by the end of this summer.
Oh, okay.
And Fire Lord Ozai will use its power to finish the war once and for all. Aang, you must defeat the Fire Lord before the comet arrives. Mastering the elements takes years of discipline and practice. But if the world is to survive, you must do it by summer's end.
Dang. And it's already winter? So he only has like months to do what he needs years to learn?
The solstice is ending. We must go our separate ways.
Dang, you don't get to talk but like for 5
for
seconds.
now.
What if I have questions? How will I talk to you?
I am a part of you. When you need to talk to me again, you will find a way.
I knew he was gonna say that. Can you be more specific?
A great danger awaits you at the temple. I can help you face the threat.
Okay, cool.
I'm ready.
It's a bit creepy.
Ready? Fire!
I don't think you're ready. Ooh.
Avatar Roku.
Ooh, thanks. He's gonna melt it with the lava of the volcano.
Yep.
Pretty hardcore.
It's Avatar Roku.
Oh no.
got your back.
Airbend. Airbend. Okay. That works too.
Little Momo's hat that he stole from one of the priests.
Look at that tail.
Mhm.
Someone said I was a simp for up.
You are. So what did you think of the episode?
I thought that it was a really good episode.
I thought it was really good episode.
Yeah, no, it was really good, and unfortunately, they did not listen and go with my brilliant plan of going under the water in a little air bubble, you know, like, could they have shot fire at them if they did that? No, but, you know. I'm just saying, it was a smart plan, and they should have used it, because then Appa would not have been injured and had little fire spots on him, which is not okay,
He
okay?
just got a little singed. He's okay. He was more just angry. Like when you try to pick up Loki and he doesn't want to be picked up.
He always wants to.
He doesn't always want to be picked up.
I know. Commander Zhao came back, you know.
Zhao.
Zhao.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, thank God, because, you know, was missing his character so much. But
Jason Isaacs is good.
he's good at being a character that you dislike. I think I can't remember if we talked about this before, but I don't fully understand his hatred of Prince Zuko. Have they told us and I just forgot? Or is it like just...
Prince Zuko was banished by his father.
Yeah, but we don't know why yet.
No, but, you know, for someone who is still loyal to the Fire Lord, you know, they would...
view somebody being banished.
They would be obliged to treat that person, if they returned to their homeland, as a criminal.
Yeah, but
And
he
they
does
would
it with, like, a particular disdain. Like, it's not like,
Well, it's because...
oh, I'm just a soldier and this is the enemy, so I'm gonna dislike them, you know? It's like...
because he believes himself to be better. Even
It's
though
because he's an arrogant
Zuko
prick.
kicked his ass in the last Agni Kai.
To be fair, maybe that's why he has such a particular disdain for him now, because he kicked his ass, you know, and he's, like, embarrassed and stuff. Like, he even has to follow Zuko, who actually knows where the hell the Avatar is going, in order to try to get the Avatar. Because, like, he can't do it himself, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, he's also just a shitty guy anyway, right? Because, like, at the end, when he had all those, what were they, sages from...
The fire sages from the temple.
from the temple, and he's like, well, they're all guilty, like, just throw them all in jail or whatever. That's what we'll tell the Fire Lord or something. So it's like he's just a shitty person anyway. So
yeah,
what can we expect?
He
from
abuses
him?
his position to hide his shameful performance.
Yeah, his incompetence. We learned in this episode something quite big, and that is that...
Quite.
Yeah. And that is that even though Aang is supposed to have years to master and study all the elements and everything, which is, I think he knows, which is why he's kind of been meandering about, you know, just wandering, not being super urgent. Like, yeah, he's trying to get where he's going, but he also wants to, like, have a little fun along the way, you know?
Yeah.
And because in his mind, he's like, oh, I have, you know, I'm somewhat urgently trying to do this, but I also have time to master these elements. But, like...
He's also trying to spread hope and stuff like that the Avatar has returned. He's openly identifying himself as the Avatar to people.
Yeah, true. But my point was that he thinks he has all this time, but, like, he don't have any time. He has, like, 6 months, maybe. Like, I'm not sure exactly where in winter this is.
Yeah.
And when summer starts.
It's the winter solstice. So,
yeah, what date is that?
I mean, this isn't a Julian calendar, so...
Okay. Well, so it's sometime in winter. But, I mean, it's not like Game of Thrones, right? It's not like summer lasts 9 years and he has until, you know...
No, it's like 6 or 7 months.
Okay. So, yeah, he has, like, 6 months where to master all of the elements, and also somehow, am I reading this correctly? Like, he has to master all the elements, obviously, right? And then defeat the Fire Nation before the meteor/comet thing hits, because he has to do it before...
The comet.
Yeah, the comet. He has to do it before that happens, because if he waits until that happens, then they will be too powerful to defeat. So he has...
The Fire Lord will be... like, if he fails to defeat the Fire Lord by then... The Fire Lord will become too powerful for even the Avatar to defeat. Yeah.
And obviously that would be bad for a number of reasons, but also because I feel like Prince Zuko's dad is a real fucking dick. You know, just based on what we know about him. Obviously haven't met him. We'll wait to judge until that happens. Mm-hmm. But he seems like a real dick. Just saying.
Could be.
Maybe he's like the nicest character in this show. I doubt.
Yeah, Sozin's Comet is returning after... Sozin's
Comet, okay.
Named for the original...
I write down.
Okay. Named for the original Fire Lord that started the war 100 years ago.
Yeah.
That's why, like, in the intro... like.
So, did he start...
That's why they say, like, everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked.
But did he start the war after the comet fell and then he gained power, or did he... Yeah, because they said that was his first strike, was after they got the power from the comet. So basically, the Fire Nation... So, all of the kingdoms lived in harmony before the Fire Nation became overpowered, and the Avatar, like, just kept the peace with all the nations, right? Mm-hmm. And then the Fire Nation attacked because they became overpowered because of this comet. Mm-hmm. And so... Okay, that makes sense. So, I guess that kind of explains. Because I wonder, like, why they felt the need to start this war. But, you know, power corrupts and gets into people's heads and makes them think that they need more power and, like, all kind of shit like that. So, that kind of makes sense.
Or they had been waiting for an opportunity and that presented itself.
Yeah, true. At least somebody was waiting for an opportunity. We can't assume that everybody in the Fire Nation thinks or feels the same way. You know what I mean?
Well, we can't at all, because we had one of the Fire Sages here help the Avatar, because he believed that, you know, what the Fire Lord and what the other sages were doing was wrong. It was not in keeping with the traditions of the Avatar and stuff like that. So.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like, you know, he had no hope before. Like, lots of generations, like you were saying, how Aang is going around spreading hope. Like, lots of these generations, you know, people have been born and died with no hope, no Avatar, you know? Mm-hmm. So, it's kind of understandable that they would feel like they have to submit to the Fire Nation. They have to do whatever it takes in order to survive until another
opportunity presents itself.
Yeah, until hope comes, and then they have to make that choice for themselves.
Until,
like, do we...
An alternative.
Yeah. And then they have to make the choice of, like, do we trust this sign? Like, why is the Avatar back? And then, of course, there's probably some, like, people who are maybe angry or resentful. Like, why wasn't the Avatar here before? Why are they back now? Where did they go? What did they do? Why did they abandon us? You know, we haven't really run into people like that yet, but I would imagine that there might be people like that.
So it's pretty cool when Avatar Roku, like,
melted the entire thing and made it, like, go into the lava. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was like... I was gonna say, he's like Ford from Westworld. He's just dramatic as fuck. He's like, no, I will take this whole thing down, you know?
Well,
No, I know why he did it. I was joking.
The temple that was once there, that stood for the Avatar, no longer stood for the Avatar.
Yeah, they had desecrated the temple, basically. It wasn't sacred anymore. It wasn't a place for the Avatar anymore. Do they know that the comet is coming? Or do they not know?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Zuko escaped. His plan did not work.
Mm-hmm.
To hide his, like, chemtrails. Not chemtrails, but you know what I'm talking about. Like, his... He was trying to escape in the smoke so they wouldn't see where he was going.
He was using it as cover.
A shield, yeah. And it didn't work because I'm assuming that basic deductive reasoning skills...
Basic
deductive reasoning skills. You know, they were like, well, if he's going this way, there's nothing there, but if he went off this way, there's Roku's thing. So
that's why Zuko had his uncle and his ship continue north past it in the hopes that Zhao would think that he's continuing on that direction.
But he probably was like, yeah, Avatar probably going to Roku, Avatar,
Yeah. Or he hedged his bet and sent half of his ships after Cairo and half of them after.
True. I don't think he's like a strategic mastermind or anything, but Zuko was also acting very rashly, very
predictably.
Yeah. He was just going full steam ahead, and he wasn't going to stop. And he wasn't being a very good strategist at that point either.
No.
He was
his uncle tried to warn him.
Yeah.
Almost got caught.
Like
if
we talked about
for the Avatar, actually.
Yeah.
He definitely would have been.
And like we talked about in the last episode, we think, Uncle Iroh has shown himself to be a strategist, so like maybe listen to that guy,
Mm-hmm.
Also, he's just like older and alive and has survived this long, for a reason. You're only like the 16-year-old kid. My hair's been messed up this whole time. Appa, adorable as ever.
Mm-hmm.
Momo, adorable with his little hat that he stole from that guy.
From the sage.
Yeah.
From the grand sage, actually. The shittiest of the sages.
Yeah, he deserved to have his hat stolen.
Mm-hmm.
He looked like a zombie when they first showed him with like his face shadowed in the light and stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Have you ever seen The Mummy?
Nope.
It's gonna make a great reference. Dang.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm just thinking about how he looked exactly like one of the temple guards that Imhotep raised in the final showdown.
Spoilers. There's so many spoilers in this. I can never
You won't
watch
remember anything. Tell me what I said.
He looked exactly like one of the guards that...
See, couldn't remember a thing.
That Imhotep raised in the final showdown.
Wrong.
Imhotep.
Imhotep? Oh, boy. Yep. Yeah, you got me. You remembered everything perfectly.
Steel trap.
So, what with the timeline moving up in an incredibly advanced manner,
mm-hmm.
Do you think that's going to change a lot of things?
Nah, I reckon they'll just keep milling about everywhere, chilling. No, I do think that they'll obviously add some haste to their journey. They're going to try to probably get where they need to go a little bit faster because, there is an urgency now to him learning water bending, learning fire bending,
less like
learning earth bending.
Going to a village and spending the night and helping them with their problems, maybe more just like trying to power through.
I'm sure that he will still like stop at villages. I'm sure that he'll still help people, because
you gotta eat.
Well, yeah, but because I think that, Aang is just the type of character that cares about people, and he wants to help them. Like, he feels compelled to. In the last episode, we saw his reaction to the forest being destroyed. He was devastated by this forest being destroyed, and he was so happy when he could, when Katara showed him, like, hey, there's acorns. Like, life will come back here, Like, this, there's a hope. Like, the acorn to that forest is like Avatar to everybody else. This hope that life is gonna come. What?
It's just, you said it funny. With like no punctuation, like acorn to the forest is Avatar to everyone else.
I said this acorn to the forest is like the Avatar to everybody else.
But you didn't.
I check the fucking tape. I will show you the tape.
You better leave all of this in.
If I'm right, I will. Is that all you had to say about this episode? Are we done? Okay. All right, guys. So thank you so much for watching this episode, and I hope you enjoyed my reaction to it and our discussion afterwards, which usually devolves into, you saw. So no need to explain it to you. But yeah, just let us know what you thought in the comments down below as always, and until next time. Bye, guys.
Bye.